What is going on, guys? It's Kevin here with ModMyMods, and it is a lovely Tuesday afternoon. Hopefully the microphone isn't being stupid and it's not too loud, because as soon as I opened OBS, like usual, it decided to be, well, a big turd. So, thanks for everybody being here today on the ModMyMods news update. I have a couple little things to talk about, a couple things in the news, some fun gaming stuff that's coming out, as well as an update from some of the parts and manufacturers. So, without further ado, why don't we hop right on into it? Do want to say thank you to everybody that's been here, joining us for the shows and everything like that. Congratulations again to our winners last week. I know we had a little bit of a shipping issue with one of them, but I appreciate you guys hanging in there. And I know that one of our winners, Tyler, he actually sent me a message asking about his product and how can he use it in his system. So that's really, really cool. So big thank you for participating in that, and thanks for joining us on the show. Without further ado, let's hop right into some of the lovely stuff that is going on. The music that you heard in the beginning here was none other than our good friend Trebo over in New York City. DJ Trebo, that was his Deep Therapy volume number 27. He's got tons of them, and some of them are just incredible. So I highly recommend, if you need some sort of house or just some instrumental stuff going on in the background and whatnot, and need somewhere to go, this is definitely the avenue I would suggest. So big thank you to him. Thank you for letting me use some of your tunes, and keep doing what you do, Neil. Hopefully we'll see each other sometime soon. Let's see. Oh, Maven, thanks for being here. Derek, thank you as well. Man, oh man, the Battle of Hoth blew my mind. Hope you love what you've built there, man. I appreciate that very much. Do you want a live view of it right now? Right now she's sleeping, but there she is. She's there. We'll go do this so you can see. She's still there. No, Big Kevin's not actually there. He's I promise I didn't mean to actually do that. I was trying to get that away. My goodness. I'll turn it on for you so you can actually see it glow pretty colors. Maybe I'll turn the turret towards you. So there she is. She's sitting in her resting place. Unfortunately, I have a little bit of maintenance that has to be done already, which kind of sucks. Sometimes you don't understand how difficult a build is actually going to be, and one of the biggest problems that I've ever had is basically building something and then having to take it completely apart. This isn't cities. You know, funny you say that, Ethan, is because I actually cleared out. I went to Twitch and tried to clear out the actual name so it wouldn't actually show that it was City Skylines, but you know, I guess Twitch just doesn't care right now. They're just like, no, not gonna happen. So, but that's where she sits. She's ready. I have to take the raid card out. I have to adjust a couple of the M.2s and, you know, get it all squared away and put it back into action. Because I'm excited to use it. I want to use this PC and compare it to the 7920X that I got behind me. I have a funny feeling that the AMD Threadripper chip is going to blow the doors right off of that 7920X, but won't know until we try it out. So there it is, sitting in her glory, just hanging out in the mod studio, as we say. But we can check in on that in a little bit here. We might as well go back and make sure that the snow is still sticking to it. The speeder hasn't flown away, right? All right, so again, big shout out to Trebo for contributing the music and stuff like that. We really appreciate it, and I hope everything is going well with you, sir. Green Light Tank Jr., that's pretty cool. Thank you very much for the kind words about the build. Maven, yes, you get your PC off the ground, even if it's only 6 inches off the ground. Any space between the computer and on the ground is much better than just having it on the ground. Even if there was like an inch gap or something that you had going on. No, get yourself proper clearance. That way you're not, blowing chunks into your dust chunks into your PC. So, but today and yesterday they've been doing a bunch of stuff with Nvidia. Nvidia's been doing their keynote speaking and their videos and whatnot about how they're coming out with new stuff, new AI things and graphics cards. Yeah, it's so cool, but nobody can get their hands on any of the products, so therefore it's kind of, I mean, it's cool that you're talking about it, but nobody can get them. So I think you're probably going to have a lack of attendance for this one, guys. But who am I? I don't know anything. But if you go to Nvidia's website, they have press releases about their new CPU for giant AI and high performance computing workloads. So basically server stuff and AI and deep learning, deep thinking, that type of stuff. But you can also take a look at their, no thanks, I don't want that, their keynote with Nvidia and Mr. Jensen himself. He's in the kitchen again. He isn't cooking anything good. I haven't looked to see how many spatulas he's got behind him, but we got to take a look. I jumped ahead because there's like 12 minutes of countdown garbage, and then I jumped to the beginning of this.
A creator.
Oh no. Am I gonna have to get my bottle of booze out and we're gonna do the content creator drinking game? Is that what we're doing? It just started, so grab your bottles now, boys. I create content for the internet, and anytime you hear content creation, you take a giant swig.
I am a healer.
Oh. What?
Helping us take the next step.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
And see what's possible.
Whoa.
Can you really see? Yes.
I mean, that's kind of cool. Not gonna lie.
Pioneer. Finding life-saving answers. And pushing the edge to the outer limits.
Nvidia even works on the ISS.
I am a guardian. Defending our oceans. And the magnificent creatures that call them home.
I mean, not gonna lie, that is kind of cool seeing some of
I
it.
am a protector. Helping the earth breathe easier.
Don't go towards the Suez Canal. I heard it wasn't so great.
Watching over it for generations to come. I am
She's just a jack of all trades, isn't she?
Giving emotion to words
Wow.
and bringing them to life.
That was really bad lip sync.
Composer of the music.
Uh-oh. Not content creator, but composer. Okay.
I am AI. Brought to life by Nvidia.
Oh,
Deep
shit.
learning.
That's not good, guys.
Brilliant minds
So Nvidia,
everywhere.
yep, that right there, folks, is where it all goes downhill. Because they're gonna be Skynet, and it's all downhill. Nvidia Skynet confirmed, absolutely. Half-Life 3 next. That's gonna be the next thing confirmed. Guarantee it. Oh, God. All right, cool. He apparently grew a mullet in the past since we did our last video with him. That's cool. He's got a little bit of pepper. Wait, why does he have... He's got three pepper shakers. They're not shakers. They're like the crunchies, the pepper crunchers, right? So there's one there. That's a turn knob. That's a fancy one. And then there's a big red one in the back there. So he's apparently expanded his cooking uh, uh, flavors. You know, he wants a little bit more spice on there. Still has a billion spatulas. That's good. Good to know. I mean, he's obviously baking something in the kitchen.
Is shaping the world's industries. Accelerated computing that we pioneered has supercharged scientific discovery while providing the computer industry a path forward. Artificial intelligence, particularly, has seen incredible advances.
T800 is coming.
Computers learn, and software writes software no human can. The AI software is delivered as a service from the cloud, performing automation at the speed of light.
That, again, this, I mean, if COVID didn't sound like a movie, I don't know if this is any better.
Software is now composed of microservices that scale across the entire data center, treating the data center as a single unit of computing.
Oh,
AI and 5G are the
great.
ingredients to kickstart the fourth industrial revolution, where automation and robotics can be deployed to far edges of the world. There is one more miracle we need: the metaverse.
Just one?
A virtual world that is a digital twin of ours. Welcome to GTC 2021. We're going to talk about these dynamics and more. Let me give you the architecture of my talk. It's organized in 4 stacks. This is how we work. As a full stack computing platform company, the flow also reflects the waves of AI and how we're expanding the reach of our platform to solve new problems and to enter new markets. First is Omniverse, built from the ground up on Nvidia's body of work. It is a platform to create and simulate virtual worlds.
Okay, so if you want to get into this a little bit more and watch the rest of the GTC 2021 keynote with Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang, yes, you can head on over to their website or to the YouTube page here, and you can watch the rest of this. Apparently, they're going to be talking about a lot of AI stuff and a lot of Skynet things, and how, you know, exactly what Derek was saying is T800s are going to be all over the world. It's going to be great. It's going to be grand. He's going to
production in 2022.
He's going to try and, you know, convince us all that it's a good idea. However, in the end, we already know how this all ends, guys. Big old EMP blast. Anyways, so yeah, if you want to go check out the keynotes, which I'm sure there has some good information inside of it and a little bit of more of what they're doing in depth, go on over to the YouTube page, take a look at it. It is pretty cool stuff. Speaking of pretty cool stuff and new releases, did you guys see that they're remaking Diablo 2? My associate coworker Corey is really big into it. Is excited for the for the second Diablo to come back out. However, I'm kind of waiting for Diablo 4, and he actually turned me on some footage that was released not too long ago, but of the world bosses, and which I didn't know anything about this. And if you are a crazy Diablo nerd like I am and how Corey is, you will probably appreciate this quite a bit. This kind of brings it back to like the Diablo 2 days, where you would just kind of roam around. You would join different maps, and there might be people all over the place. There might be nobody there. Because this game is now all open world, or at least going to be partially open world, these people right here, this is from Game Informer, by the way, are actually staging to fight this massive thing that's going to come out of the hole here. As you can as you can see, they've got 2 people in their group, so it's a group of 3, but these are other people that are in the world that are fighting against this main boss here, which is kind of crazy, if you ask me. I mean, you can still go in and you can fight the boss by yourself if you'd like, or at least, I mean, you can try. However, it kind of brings me back to like the WoW days, where you know, you'd all have to be together in order to do a type of a fight and whatnot. But this just seems so much better. You know, you got a lot of people just randomly running around, and then all of a sudden, boom, there's this massive monster that's out in the middle there, that you have to fight and have to try and kill with strangers, which is kind of cool, you know? I mean, with WoW, you had to have, 40 dedicated people to go together and to do, mad DPS and stuff, that seems like a lot of work, where this just might flow, and it might flow really nicely. So I thought it was kind of cool. You can take a look at the Diablo IV world boss on Game Informer's YouTube page here. They have a couple other gameplays of just the regular, game itself, of people going through and playing the characters. It was released, I think, in like the sneak peek game footage was released last year, I think at PAX or at PAX East or something like that. So the footage isn't exactly new, but the footage of the new bosses is kind of cool. Or the world bosses, I thought was kind of cool. So I thought I would share that with you. Ride the hype train a little bit, and see what happens. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, COVID sneezes. All right, so no, it's not. I'm totally joking. COVID's a real messed up thing. Don't get it twisted. I have really bad allergies, and they're just starting to kick up. Speaking of other new things that I found on the internet, I thought that Oris was joking when I saw this. Where would you put this FV43? And like when I read the part number, I know that that's a fixed monitor that's a 43 inch. Like, holy shit, really? This 43 inches? You got to be kidding. Is that true? Yeah, it is. Absolutely. I hate how they presented this, because this website looks like total absolute garbage trashola. Like, I hate these. I'm scrolling with my mouse, mind you. I'm just scroll away. Oh, yeah, now there's a bar. But it's kind of silly. You have all this. I hate this. It's silly. All right, but the cool thing is, yes, I see that now. There, Jason. By the way, thanks for being here, bud. There's a 4K 43 inch and a 4K 48 inch. Jesus, how much are these things? Is there even a price on it yet? Have they even been released? Can you buy it somewhere? Anyone know? No? Nobody knows? Yeah, I don't think anybody knows. I want to know what the MSRP on one of these things is. Just the 43, See, what does the 43 go for? What was I doing? Yeah, search. No, not for damage, you stupid thing. Oh, sure. The 43 is going to be roughly $1,500. Okay. Wow, $1,500 for a freaking monitor that's 4K that doesn't even do 120 Hz 4K. It doesn't do 120 Hz 4K, does it? I don't think it does. I can't imagine that it does. Yeah, Ultra HD 4K. Yeah, okay. It does. Wow. It does 144 hertz refresh rate. Holy cow. No wonder it's $1,500. That's something I actually would consider now. 144 hertz at 4K. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. We're talking clear. Holy cow. I'm all down with that. Now I'm gonna stick my foot in my mouth and go, wow, 144 hertz is just nuts. It's been a long time. We've been waiting for it. But I'd love to get a 32-inch curved 4K 144 hertz. That'd be awesome. But 43-inch, that's not bad either. I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. OLED does 120. That's it. Okay. These aren't bad though. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. That's kind of cool though. I mean, and the fact that they're like mounting it on a wall and stuff like that, it's a really good idea. It's been a long time coming. So finally, maybe we'll actually get some of these in stock sometime, but probably not anytime soon. And you're probably not going to have a graphics card that's going to be powerful enough to do that. Your 2080 Ti, I'm sorry, probably ain't doing no 4K at 144 hertz. I'm sorry. It's just probably not. It'll display that, but you're not going to be getting no 144. No, sorry. Just not going to happen. So that was kind of cool. Oris has got that monitor out. Very, very cool stuff going on with them. The other thing I wanted to show off was a lot of people have asked about this fitting and what happened here. I'm under the assumption that this is a manufacturer defect, and obviously this was only one or two of them that we found in the box that were like this. So obviously something just wasn't right in production, and you know, it's kind of funny when the customer said, "Yeah, I've got a leak. It's leaking. Not where I thought I was going to, but it is." So, okay, cool. We'll send you a new one. Sorry for the mix-up. But we also painted the Be Quiet knife that we were given to by them for Christmas. And this is actually, it's not paint, it's powder coat, and it's actually something that we're working on for a customer of ours. Unfortunately, the powder coating company just decides to blow chunks lately. I'm not entirely sure why. They lost one part of this, and then they didn't get the right color of that, and then they ran out of paint for this. So it's like a project that should have literally only taken a few weeks or so has now turned into about a month or two, and it's pretty sad. So the other update that I have is that people were asking about the water cooled blocks. We have 2080 and 2080 Ti and 2070 and that type of stuff from Heatkiller, but we don't have any of the 30 series just yet. We will have hopefully the 30 series in the next 2 months, maybe. Who knows? One thing I will tell you is that we will be the first ones to have them. So if you are interested and you want one and whatnot, the best way to keep an eye out is going to be on our social media pages, because I will blast it as soon as they arrive. As soon as they get here. That guy right there, he's going to tell you all about it. That's me. I'm going to send it straight to the social media first. And then basically whoever's first in line, whoever can get to our website fastest to purchase it will be the winner. That's what it comes down to. Now, if you are one of the select few people that have been on pre-order since like October, since the stupid order was placed, that's a whole different story. That's a different story. But like I said, we will have some of those blocks sometime soon. But like I said, the best way is to follow us on our social media, on our Instagram page, Facebook, whatever. But Instagram is probably going to be the place that it gets it first. Just giving you those little insiders before it happens. The other thing that I was trying to find that I was unsuccessful in finding, because I couldn't find it. There it is. Funny enough. Corsair, I didn't realize came out with an M.2 water block. It's sort of silly looking. However, I mean, it is a water block, and it does cool your M.2, I guess. And well, that's about all I got for you. That's about it. I thought it was kind of funny. Thought it was interesting looking. I'm not really sure how I feel about the triangles. I know that the triangles are supposed to match like their cases that they have, but yeah, I don't know. Just not sold. Not a fan. And not that you really need to water cool your M.2s unless you're doing some major transferring or, you know, have a RAID card or something like that. But I thought I would share that with you because that's kind of funny and entertaining all at the same time. The other bit that I wanted to tell you about was that I don't know if any of you play Xbox at home, which I know that's kind of like a bad mojo between PC people and Xbox and consoles and stuff like that. But I will tell you the Xbox Game Pass and the beta Xbox PC thing that they have is worth every penny of it. I recently bought an Xbox, I think it was last year. Not one of the series or anything like that, just a regular Xbox One. and it gave me 2 years of Xbox Game Pass as well as the PC version of Xbox, which allows you to play some of the games that aren't exactly, they're not necessarily not available on PC, but you kind of have to have the Xbox Game Pass in order to play them. So it's kind of nice. And the reason that I bring that up is that if you do have Xbox Game Pass, they actually just announced that they're going to be bringing MLB The Show to Xbox, which is fantastic. That is a Sony exclusive, that has been a Sony exclusive for a long time, which is kind of cool. So if you already have the Xbox Game Pass, you can preload the game, which I did last night. I downloaded it, and then you can play against people that have, well, a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox. It is not available, I don't think, on PC, which stinks. However, you can stream, if I remember correctly, you can stream from your Xbox to your PC, so you can make it feel not as bad. Yeah. It's like dirty, but it's not as dirty, you know? I don't know. It's like you took it to the laser wash when you could have washed it yourself. So you could have put in the effort, but it just $10 and get it, just wash it. It's not clean, but it's not dirty. But again, that is also available if you get the Game Pass. Game Pass is definitely worth it. If I remember correctly, how much is the Game Pass? Yeah, join for $1. Get the first month for $1 and then $9.99 for the first blah, 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 blah. I ended up getting the Ultimate, and I got it for God knows how long. I think I have it until 2021 of August or something like that. So definitely worth it. Definitely something to consider. And for only $1, I'd buy that for $1. Yeah, all right. I'm sorry. I dated myself with just that comment. Yeah, so you join $1, bam, there it is, and you can get your first month for $1, and then you get access to some of the awesome games that they have, and some of the awesome games that you probably already own. So it's good for some of the exclusives. It's terrible for others, but for $1, I can go wrong. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. So that is pretty much all I got for you today. That's it. That's all I got. So, unfortunately, we're going to take a look at the Hoth again. Battle of Hoth. Thank God I got that thing done. It's finally put all together. Everything is, it works. It doesn't leak. The water and the coolant looks great. It's actually mod water. It's our own UV clear. So it actually, when you have the dark side UV LEDs strips on there and in there, it actually glows that like ice color. But that's where she sits. And until I can break her down again and work on some more stuff, unfortunately, we're in a holding pattern for now. Have I uploaded to Builds GG just yet? No, I haven't, not yet. I've been working on the writing and trying to do a build log for it. But because there's so much stuff that we ended up doing for it, I've just been writing, and I haven't, unfortunately, posted it just yet. We do have a builds.gg account, though, and we have been uploading some of the builds that we've actually put together. Now that I'm looking for it, let me go to my profile. Let's see, sync. There's Chrome. Boom. So right now we have 4 of the builds actually up. Our very first build that we put together. Brony's build that we put together for PAX East, one of them, who knows which one. The Ice Kreislauf, which is what I'm using, the first version of it. And the Torque PC, which we got behind me. I do have some, if I go builds, home. My builds, there we go. I have started writing up some of the other builds that we've put together. The Air vs. Water, the Eyes Kreislauf version 2, version 3, version 2 and version 3. The Demus Tech BFD, Monster Hunter World, Slushy. It's just slow to get them all up there to actually post it and blast it the proper way. I want to make sure that everybody can see it and gets a little bit of the background of why we did these particular PCs. I think Air vs. Water is actually done. Yeah, I got some of it written up already. And I think Eyes Christ Love version 2. Yeah, version 2 is already done. So it's just a matter of posting them, which is a good reminder. So thank you for reminding me to post more of those, because you're absolutely right. But yes, I will actually be posting this on BuildsGG in the near future. Let's see here. Is that frosted tubing? It is actually homemade frosted tubing. Let me see if I can show you. Singles. Oops, this, that. There we go. Yes, that is actually frosted tubing, but what we did is to get it like kind of like crystalled and scarred and scratched and stuff like that. We used extremely aggressive sandpaper on it. I think it was 40 grit, to get the lines in it to make it actually look like it was scraped up and stuff. And we did a similar process to the tube reservoir, and the tube that is for the turret as well. But yeah, those are. I wish I could get it. I wish I could get the camera to go in closer for you guys, because I have it just kind of barely set up right this second to kind of show off a few things. But let's see if I can tilt it around for you a little. That's the wrong way. There we go. So that's the main reservoirs there. Let me see if I can get a little closer. There you go. So yeah, the reservoir itself was scuffed and basically kind of crystallized, I guess you could say, by using that same effect on the tubing. And then we went through. Actually, the parts were resin casts from our good friend Stefan over in Michigan. There, who's you probably know him. Random Design 3D. He built the X-wing PC, and he was more than happy to help us here with these models. So he got them created for us. The figurines I actually grabbed from one of the tabletop RPGs that was available back in early '90s, late 2000s. Late '90s, early 2000s. But and then the tubing itself obviously has that exact same type of scuff action going on. I don't know if it's focusing or not. I can't exactly see the TV from here, but or the monitor clear enough. But that is the scuffed tubing there, and that block that you're seeing is the water cooled audio card. Um, yeah, that's the water cooled audio card, the new audio card, the Pro version that we actually created with our good friend Stefan. Sorry, not Stefan. Jesus, Christoph. Christoph was the one that ended up helping us with that, designing the block, and then we had it cut by our good friend Matt down at Great Lakes CNC. And apparently, it decided to shut off. So give me 2 seconds. And then there, as you can see, we have a model of the T47 snow speeders with a vinyl of the AT-AT walking behind it. But everything was handmade for the most part. I mean, obviously the chips and the graphics cards and all that type of stuff. But I mean, all the models and the paintwork and all that type of stuff was done by hand, which was kind of cool. It was something new that I've never done before. So I've never really done any of these crazy miniatures or anything like that. So it was fun. I had a lot of fun with it. So there she sits, nice and pretty, just hanging out, waiting for a little bit of help. That's all. Just a little bit of help. You know, you get one of these things built, finished, you bring it down to where you think you're going to be, you know, storing it or using it, and then something doesn't want to work. So you're back to taking it all apart again. Not really much fun after you've spent over a year building that thing. So, but a big thank you to everybody that helped us build that particular PC and put it together. AMD, HyperX, Aorus, EVGA, Fantex themselves, Darkside, EK, Mayhem's helped us with a few things. Who else did? Watercool, obviously. That's what the radiators are and everything. Oh, Lee and Lee gave us the fans. EVGA, HyperX. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that I cover all my bases because I don't want to forget anybody. Obviously, Stefan from Random Design 3D. Dave from Grid Marketing. We got Matt from Great Lakes CNC. Christoph from, well, himself, Christoph. Ishmael from Killer Mods as well. And then we got Rochester Laboratory, which is the powder coating place right near us. Who else we got there? Our very own Josh ended up CNCing all of the parts in the front and everything like that. And who did the... Oh, Gup Signs did the vinyl. Yeah, I think that's it. So very, very big thank you to everybody that helped us with that. And obviously we couldn't have done it without you. So we appreciate that. And I do have more photos going up on BuildsGG that I'm going to share with you guys. Ethan's also supposed to be helping me out with some photos as well. And I'll be able to blast that for you guys in the near future. But until then, have yourselves a wonderful afternoon. Oh, before we go, let's see if it's up yet or not. It might not be up yet, but let's see. Let's take a look. It's in a book. It's the Reading Rainbow. Nope, it's not even posted. I'm going to give you guys just a little sneak peek. All right, remember how we used to do giveaways? Well, guess what? There's one coming up. It's happening on Friday. You'll see the information about it. You'll have a chance to win. But for you, and you only, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek on what it might be. Are you guys ready? It's going to be pretty cool. I mean, it's not bad. It's not a great giveaway. I mean, I think it's pretty great. I think it's great because it's mine, and we get to do it. But if you guys are interested, and you want to win something, we are working with Den of Geek, the great folks from New York City, and Be Quiet to put on a giveaway. We are actually giving away 3 various giveaways. They're going to be 1 month after the next. The first giveaway is going to start on the 15th. It's going to go until the 1st. So you have exactly, I think it's, was it 30? So it starts here. So you have almost exactly 15 days to get it done and to submit. And you have an opportunity to win a Be Quiet Dark Base 900 Pro case. The orange one. That one right there. Just like KT used to have. I used to have that case. But if you're not feeling that case, you didn't really want that one, you're like, yeah, you know, maybe I'll wait it out and see what else they got. Well, lucky you. We have another giveaway that's going on for the Silent Base 802 window. And it comes with a white CPU cooler, too. But you're going to have to wait because that one starts in May and goes all May long. So, you know, you kind of, up to you. Is it worldwide? Unfortunately, I do not think it is. And the reason that it's not is because we're pushing Den of Geek, who is the US-based Den of Geek, unfortunately. So it's going to be a US-based or a North American-based contest. So I'm sorry, guys. I promise. I got another one coming, though. I got another one that's going to be worldwide. I promise. It's actually, it's sitting right over there. I'm not lying to you. I can look, there's 3 boxes right there. They're all for you guys. Promise. But you got to wait. You got to wait until like mid-May. So for the worldwide stuff, hang on. I promise there'll be another giveaway. It'll probably be about the middle of May. Okay? Promise. Promise. Last but not least, if you're in the United States, during June, you have the possibility of getting a power supply and a... Well, that's not right now, is it? That's supposed to be... That's a 360 CPU cooler, isn't it? Oops. All right, so yeah, it's a PureRoot 360 all-in-one cooler and a power supply. That's going on in June. So be aware, be prepared. You have now been warned, and I have told you and given you the upper hand of getting in sooner than everybody else. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. All right, well, you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. I appreciate you guys being here, and I will see you next week on the ModMyMods news update. Take it easy. Be safe out there. We'll see you next time.